You remember when Jesus was arrested, Peter jumped out with a sword and got ready to cut somebody's ear off. And he did cut somebody's ear off, and Jesus healed it. Peter was one of those guys. He just jumped in there. And so he goes in there, he finds the tomb, and he's like bursting in there, like, Jesus is in there. If his body's gone, I'm going to find who did it. I'm going to whoop him. I mean, that's kind of the attitude Peter had most of his life. And so he went in there, and he sees the linens, and Jesus' body is gone. After that, then John walks in there. And the Bible says that when John saw, he believed. When he saw that Jesus' body was gone, he believed. And so not only was Jesus' linens in there, remember how I told you they wrapped him almost like a mummy? And then they would put the aloes and myrrh. It would become hard like a cast. Like if you ever broke an arm, you had a cast put on. And how are you going to get that cast off? Cut it. That's what the mummification process was. And so if they were to wrap them, and these linens was almost like Jesus' body had evaporated and it just went, fell straight down, except for the cloth that was over Jesus' face. And what was it? Folded. It's almost like Jesus got up, sat up, like a responsible young man would do, grabbed the linen, folded it, set it down, and walked out the grave. I mean, it's amazing to me. And they believed when they saw this. And so, and again, in verse 8, John feels the need to mention the faster disciple who got there first. He really wanted us to know he was fast. He walks in the tomb and he saw and believed. And so this was important that they saw these linens just the way they were. They weren't cut or torn or just piled up in the floor. It was like Jesus' body had just evaporated and they just dropped. And that was what amazing. And but the Bible says they still didn't understand the prophecy of the resurrection. They still didn't understand that when Jesus prophesied his own resurrection, that he rose from the dead. And it's important that we all believe and that we all understand what the resurrection means for all of us. It's important we understand what it meant for Jesus, what it means for us. The resurrection, according to Romans 1:4, means that Jesus was declared to be the Son of God with power, according to the Spirit of holiness, because he is alive, he was resurrected from the dead. And the resurrection means that we have assurance of our own resurrection. In 1 Thessalonians 4:14, it says, "For if we believe that Jesus died and rose again, and so we believe that God will bring with Jesus those who have fallen asleep with him." And the resurrection means that God has an eternal plan for us after our time is done here on earth.